Alright, in this video we're going to level up and do some more equations and try to understand what these the absolute value equations mean. So the next problem is, what if I have two variables and it says absolute value of A equals absolute value of B? So it makes more sense to think of it first in the number line scenario. It means that I'm trying to find two numbers, A and B, whose distance from 0 is the same, right? So I know that the number A and negative A have the same distance. Similarly, I know that any number B and negative B have the same distance. So if I want them to be equal, I want one of these things to be true. Either A equals B or A equals negative B. Okay, so A equals B is the same as saying negative A equals negative B, and A equals negative B is the same as saying negative A equals B. So these two give me one solution and the bottom two give me the other solution. Right, so there are four cases, but two of them actually overlap, so it turns out to be just two cases. So when solving for this, it is still the same like what we did before. Remember how we had like this, x minus 2 is 3 and x minus 2 is negative 3. So that part doesn't change. So for example here, even if you have variables on both sides, it ends up becoming 3x minus 1 equals x plus 5 and 3x minus 1 equals negative. Just be careful that this negative is on all of x minus 5. Okay, so adding 1 gives me 3x is x plus 6, subtract 2x is 6, divide x is 3. So that's one of my solution. And here one extra step to make sure I divide the negative properly. Plus 1 plus 1, 3x is negative x minus 4 plus x plus x. 4x is negative 4, divide by, and x is negative 1. So we end up with x equals negative 1 or x equals 3. Okay. Now once again, let's look at this one. Two cases arise. I have either 2x plus 1 equals x minus 5 or 2x plus 1 equals negative of x minus 5. The first one, if I subtract 1, gives me 2x is x minus 6. Subtracting x gives me x is negative 6. The second one again has one extra step, negative x plus 5. Subtracting 1 gives me 2x is negative x plus 4. Adding x is 3x is 4, essentially giving me x is 4/3. So I have these two solutions, namely x is negative 6 and x is 4/3. What are these solutions really saying? They're saying that so long as x is one of these values, the distances of these expressions are the same. And so distance of x from 5 and 2x from negative 1 is the same. Okay. In the next video, we are going to look at inequalities now that contain absolute values. So these were examples of equations that were solved, equations that involved absolute values and how to solve them. So the next is going to be inequalities that involve absolute values and how to solve them. That's it for this video.